Hello, I'm Nige.
And I'm Anders. We've been drinking beer, so welcome to a cheeky extra. What we were it's not that bad. It really isn't that bad. I think that's stage fright.
Like the Far East, haven't we?
We've been to the Far East.
Far Eastern lagers we've been sampling.
Yeah.
And we just wanted one more, a cheeky extra, if you like.
Yeah.
Anders, what you got?
I've gone for something, a brewery I've done before. Okay. But it's the Powder Monkey Brewery.
Which one's this?
This is
DDH.
Monkey Charge Double Dry Hopped Pale Ale.
And the ABV.
I've had, but not on the
what's the ABV?
The ABV on that is 5.2%. It's 5.2% and it's 440 milliliters. Nigel, what are you doing?
Got a big one.
Yeah, I had a funny feeling this was the case.
The Goudale.
Okay, that sounds dangerous. Size?
It's French, 75 centiliters. ABV 7.2%.
Okay, all right.
I've had this before in France. It was blisteringly hot, and it was all sorts of beers we were having, and this 7.2 didn't make any difference to the whole thing that it's hot and this is cold and you need. But it is quite pokey.
It sounds it. Look, look. You've got a big amount to go.
Yes.
You start first.
Okay, I'll get beer can on.
You get your beer can on.
And I've got a very small glass to put it into, so I'm going to be topping this up as I'm wearing.
Somehow that will go down quicker, I feel. It helps, I don't know why. Oh, this is always very exciting.
Oh, that was a very subdued pop.
Yeah, less exciting than I thought, but there we go.
Yeah, kind of disappointing, actually. Oh, it's looking good. Now, I know I like this. I've had this a lot. It just reminds me of the French holidays. And there you go.
That does look lovely. Again, it looks darker than in reality, I presume, but it does look lovely.
Oh, looking forward to this. Anyway, get yours in the glass.
I'm going to get mine on the go as well. Let me get my glass in there, and there we go. So Powder Monkey, if you've watched the cheeky extras before, I've done a couple of beers from there. This is the nicest of them.
We have that as a cheeky extra, an extra one that you had something like that.
Now you see, if we've done a cheeky extra,
we don't normally film those.
No, we don't, no. But if we have filmed it, and again, you're asking the wrong man. But
yeah,
look, there we go. There is that beer.
That's looking. It's quite
a bit for hazy New England IPA, I'd say.
Yeah.
This beer reminds me very much of. It's one of my favourite beers, and I know you've had it as well, which is the 8 Arch Past Reflections.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Which is a damn fine New England IPA. They are quite similar. They have that.
Anyway, what's the aroma you're getting off that?
Do you know what? I'm getting a combination of what you'd expect from a New England IPA. You get a combination of pineapple, you get a combination of that, and mango was what I was trying to think of.
This is coming. It's got sweet alcohol. It's like a Belgian beer
Okay.
sort of aroma, but more sweet and more pronounced, if that makes any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I mean, I think I've become a big fan of those Belgian style beers.
Yeah.
They're
But
so easy.
I'm getting in because I've got a lot to get
You've
through.
got a lot to get through. Go on.
Start now. Cheers.
Chin chin. Oh.
Oh. This is nice.
Well, while you orgasm, I'll just go through the whole,
Yeah.
my end here. It tastes like it smells. It's got the mango, it's got the pineapple. There's a very slight hint of hops there. Oh, there's hops in there that are giving quite actually probably a burnt malt kind of background, a very kind of faint hint of that.
It's burnt or smoked.
Smoked again. Yeah, we've talked about this before. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. Smoked, and it is, like I say, very reminiscent of the past reflections from Mate Arch. I'd be interested to do
I'll
a
compare
taste
them.
test both of them because I think they're so similar.
That's a very regional battle, though, isn't it? Well, not even regional, very small area battle.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Breweries.
Anyway, if you've recovered from your moment,
It's smoother than I remember. It's less sweet and sickly as I remember. Well, there wasn't really. I never really got that. I think if you don't drink it when it's ice cold,
yeah,
you get that strong lager taste coming through. But because it's cold, it's throughout the fridge. It's just so smooth, very, very drinkable. Now, you can get this in most supermarkets, not usually in that bottle.
okay.
You get a little bottle, but this is from my wife's auntie's other half. That both of them they go to France a lot because they've got a house there, which is selling now. But they brought me back a bottle of this. Last time they went, and so but it's cheap as chips out there. It is so cheap getting a bottle of that out in France.
Yeah.
Here it's you get a 330ml bottle in the supermarket, and it's a lot more than you pay for that in France.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That's just so incredibly smooth. It's creamy. It's
I'm getting something else now. I'm getting something else in mind.
yeah.
There's a real creaminess to it, which is becoming stronger. It's not unexpected, let's face it.
Anyway, let's start the beer. Because there's an album obscuring Mr. Bowie behind you.
Yeah, I don't like to obscure Bowie if I can help it.
I've got no idea what that is.
No.
And I want to know.
Do you know what? It's I'm gonna bring it in close for you.
Oh, yeah.
It's this is
oh, I didn't hide that very well, did I?
No, you didn't know. This is Peter Gabriel's second solo album.
Yeah.
Which you won't know anything about.
No.
It's called his first 4 solo albums are all called Peter Gabriel. and it was up to other people to give them titles.
Oh,
So
like Led Zeppelin 1, 2, 3, and 4.
yeah, he didn't even give them numbers.
Well, I don't think Led Zeppelin did either.
Do you know what? I don't know if they did or not. I can't remember now.
They did.
No.
It's just the fans gave them numbers.
Yeah.
I think Led Zeppelin 3 might have had a bit. Number 1 and 2, I didn't think.
I'm going to have to check on that. I don't know. I don't remember.
Anyway, can you go through the track listing?
So the track listing, again, it won't mean anything to you. On the Air, DIY, Mother of Violence, A Wonderful Day in a One-Way World, White Shadow, Indigo, Animal Magic, Exposure, Flotsam and Jetsam, Perspective, and Home Sweet Home. I don't even
know any of those.
No, and I only know them because I don't honestly know if there are any singles on that album.
No. I know 2 Peter Gabriel songs. Oh, 3. I know 3 Peter Gabriel songs.
Yeah.
Salisbury Hill.
Yeah.
Games Without Frontiers.
Yeah.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah. So, Salisbury Hill was on the first Peter Gabriel solo album. This is the second. Games Without Frontiers was on the third. And I think Games Without Frontiers was the first time I ever heard of Gabriel.
I loved that song. That's
song.
on my current playlists at the moment.
Is it?
Absolutely love it.
And it's an interesting thing. I think the last album that Gabriel, I know the last album that Gabriel did with Genesis was The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. And that was where the rest of Genesis were going, no, we can't do this. This is stupid. And Gabriel going, this is what I need to be doing. And as a result of that, they went their separate ways. It was all very amicable and stuff like that. And the first album that he did by himself was nowhere near as extravagant or strange as The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, but it had some great songs on there. And it is just the first 3 albums are a defining moment for Peter Gabriel, as far as I'm concerned. And it results in, I think, his best work, which is Games Without Frontiers. I think, although the 4th solo album is pretty magnificent as well.
I know nothing from it. I've just never got. I think because Genesis was just huge disappointment with the one album I bought.
Which one was it? Was it Nursery Crime that you bought?
Yeah, and I did listen to it before we went on air to do it, and I just couldn't get into it. Like
I get that.
But when I bought that, I bought about 3 albums at the same time. It's one of those bulk buys you buy, and it was different because I had a bit of money. I was working by then. I was doing. It's different when you're younger and you bought an album. You buy an album a month, perhaps, with your money, you saved up pocket money or whatever, and that's all you knew you had, and you played it to death.
Yeah.
And I think if I bought a Peter Gabriel album soon, a bit earlier on in my record buying career, I would have been a big fan.
The thing is, so many albums take a bit of time. Your best albums take time to get.
But 100 listens to get into, I don't think I want to go there.
No, that's fine. That's fine. There is a cutoff point, obviously, but at the same time, albums seem to be in popular music dying at the moment because people don't have the time to invest in that sort of thing.
Yeah, some albums I bought in the past, I've been so disappointed on the first listen to. I thought I've just wasted my money.
Yeah,
and I've listened to it again. I thought, and eventually, there's something that hooks you into one.
You find one song, and that just that's not bad.
Yeah, and then you listen to the next one because you're expecting it to come after, and suddenly you're into it, and you're.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
3 or 4 playthroughs to really get into it and get it.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah,
But the amount of albums I bought when I was younger, and I'm just hugely disappointed with on the first couple of plays.
of course. Yeah. And I could say I would think about most of Peter Gabriel's albums. Well, the first four certainly I was thinking, not much. But they do get better. They really do. The fourth one, I don't have on vinyl, and I wish I did, because the fourth one is an astonishing album. I think it's his best album by far. Better than So.
Yeah.
Better than Us. Yeah, that's an astonishing album.
Was Sledgehammer sort of album 5 then?
That was album 5 was So. So you had Sledgehammer,
really commercial and
huge, yeah.
MTV stuff and all that.
Yeah, you had Sledgehammer, big. Don't Give Up with Kate Bush.
Oh, I know that one. That's 4 songs I know.
You do know 4 songs, absolutely.
Half an album.
Red Rain. Actually, there are some. Really...
Actually, 4 songs could actually be a whole album from rock.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. It's got Red Rain. It's got Mercy Street. Thinking about it, So. Yeah. I don't think it's right up there. I know everybody thinks it's probably his best.
No,
but I think the album preview.
I don't really like Sledgehammer that much. Games Without Frontier, Salisbury Hill, beautiful songs.
Something slightly. Games Without Frontiers has a slight, I'm going to say, punk feel to it. It doesn't have a punk feel to it. It has a kind of a Lou Reed kind of,
yeah, I know what you mean,
anger to it. You know what I mean?
Sort of edge, isn't it, to it?
Yeah. Yeah. And I have to say, just to finish off the whole Peter Gabriel thing, I did see him live. He did an album called, I think it was called Us, perhaps, I can't remember now. And I saw him live at Earl's Court, and one of the most extraordinary gigs I've ever been to. Lots of the songs great, but there was also an awful lot of theatrics going on. I won't go into it now. How you getting on with your beer?
I have a glass left.
Is that all you have left?
Yeah, I'm flowing through it. It's so smooth and drinkable.
Well done.
When you're in the south of France and it's about 30, 40 degrees, and yeah, you get broken quite quickly.
You can do, can't you?
That's happened. Yeah, apparently.
Yes. You won't remember.
Apparently, you just don't know when to stop.
No.
I'm told.
I remember going to Milan in the south. I don't know if it's south or central France, to be honest with you. Milan got a beautiful bridge. A bit of I like bridges.
Yeah, is that the big one?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not, but I think I've seen a picture of it.
It's quite beautiful.
Yes, wonderful bit of engineering.
It is, yeah. And I drove underneath it and on top of it, and it was just beautiful. Wow. And yeah, it's just, yeah, you go into the little bars there, and it's just so easy to get
broken,
mullered. I was trying to think of a French word, but I can't. No.
Le broken.
Yeah, je suis broken. That was French with a slightly Geordie accent. Je suis broken.
Anyway, I think we'll draw close to it now.
Yeah, we shouldn't carry on much longer, because honestly, you'll get bored.
Yes.
We've got more drinking to do. We're going to do it in private now. So off you go. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.